more Feinberg formal ceremonies like graduation and Founders Day, maybe a word to dinner one night, or go to Japan or Aspen. I'm trying to think of the places she's been in the last 3 weeks. So you also get this lapel pin, which you can sport on your white coat or on your...
That's a little easier
to wear.
I'm
Sporting my white coat, my lapel pin. So welcome to the family of now over 150 endowed chairs at Northwestern. That's really, just at Feinberg, 150 endowed chairs. And that's a credit to the dean and all the people that know that that is the key to our mission. No matter what we do going forward, no matter how healthcare tries to fix it, until we can empower people like Deborah to create new knowledge and to move the bar and to help us to care for the world and to create the knowledge, we will never be able to do it without the support and the kind of things that are happening this evening. So, Deborah, the podium is yours.
So I had a couple things that I wanted to say, but you found a way to actually silence me. You've been trying for 4 years to get me to stop talking. Finally got quiet. I am so grateful for this. Thank you for everybody who's here. My mother and mother-in-law who came in from Toronto and from Florida, my friends from out of town, my family, my neighbors, my wonderful chairman, Nicholas Volpe, who recruited me in 2012 and has been supportive for me every single day since then. Lee Jempol, who is one of the reasons that I was able to be recruited to Northwestern. We have this amazing relationship. We spar a little bit. Sometimes when we have the uveitis retina imaging conference, we'll disagree enough that we scare the children. But you know, between Fauzi and me and you arguing, it's really fun. And that's one of the reasons that I came to Northwestern was for this, for my incredible colleagues. I would like to thank the dean for being here. Janice Feinberg, I am so grateful that you are here. And all of my colleagues, some of my fellows who are here, this really means a lot to me. As Lee said, I came actually from Canada to do a one-year fellowship. So I was trained in Montreal by this incredible mentor, Jean Deschênes. I did my undergraduate medical school internship residency, my first fellowship at McGill. And I was supposed to stay there. So after my first fellowship, Dr. Deschênes said, well, I want you to go to the States for 1 year. You'll do 1 year and then you'll come back home. And we decided where I was gonna go, and we chose that I would spend a year with Howard Tesler. And he was an incredible mentor. Those were the most words I've ever heard consecutively from Howard. Very different type of mentor than I am, but an amazing mentor who gave me every opportunity. There was no big AIDS service at University of Illinois when I came, and this was in the height of the AIDS epidemic. And he gave me the opportunity as a fellow to start the AIDS clinic. So on top of doing uveitis, I did AIDS as a fellow, and he let me start my clinic and gave me the opportunity to grow. In September of my year as a fellow, he went away for 2 weeks. And I had a co-fellow, my friend Miriam, who is an amazing ophthalmologist. It was her second-year fellowship and my second-year fellowship. And he goes away for 2 weeks, and we run the service. Anjum, do not get any ideas from this. He leaves, and we come back, and this was in the days of paper charts. So we sat down with all the charts after the 2 weeks that he was away, and we went through, and Miriam went through her pile, and she said, well, this one was stable, and I kept the medication stable, and this one was stable, and I kept this stable, and we did this. And then he gets to me. And I'm like, well, I started chlorambucil, and I stopped this, and I did this, and I started cyclosporin, and I did surgery. And he says, can I talk to you for a second? And as I'm walking into the closet that served as my office, I'm like, I'm gonna get fired. Like, I'm here on a visa, I'm gonna get thrown out of the country. And he said to me, you know what, it's been a long time since somebody argued with me and challenged me. This is really fun when you stay and be my partner. And so that's why I stayed. It was an incredible opportunity, and he took a really arrogant little picture of a fellow and gave her the opportunity to do this. And that is the academic experience that I wanted. And then he retired from UIC, and shortly thereafter I had the opportunity to come to Northwestern, where I knew I'd be able to continue that type of experience with colleagues who could mentor me, who I could mentor, who I could share things with, whom I could argue with, not that I'm looking at the two of you over there, but yes. And this has been an incredible experience for me. I love the opportunity to see patients. I see patients 3.5 days a week. I do surgery, but I also love the teaching that I have the opportunity to do. Medical students, residents, my amazing fellows, and the opportunity that I have to do research. And as Lee mentioned, I do have NIH funding and Research to Prevent Blindness funding and ISPB funding, but this professorship also gives me the opportunity to continue a lot of the research that otherwise can't get funded, so smaller projects. And I'm just extraordinarily grateful for my colleagues and my family here at Northwestern, and I thank you so much for this professorship.